Our next presenter, Mr. Owen Scarlett, Senior Director, Agro-Parks and Production Zone. Mr. Scarlett.
Moderator, I want to thank you for inviting me to the podium. Distinguished guests, sponsors, fellow colleagues, a pleasant good afternoon. No region in the world will be spared from the imminent threat to our interconnected food system, climate, and the natural ecosystem upon which they depend. These are words from Sean DeClean, a member of the Executive Committee and head of the Food System Initiative World Economic Forum. The world is facing a new era of rapidly increasing food price that can push almost 2 billion people into hunger in the worst case scenario. This is, however, due to climate crisis. But farmers are not sitting idle and are trying to adapt. Food security implies that all people throughout the world, including the vulnerable group, such as the rural and urban poor, always have access to adequate quantities of safe and nutritious food to maintain a healthy and active life. Ladies and gentlemen, food security is a right that should be embraced by all countries, irrespective of their level of technical, economic, and social development. Food security is essential to a country, but it is challenged by factors such as slow pace in technology development and inadequate planning, and by improving these factors should contribute to improve food intake and less hunger. Ladies and gentlemen, climate-smart agriculture technology is an integrated approach to managing landscape, cropland, forestry, and fisheries that addresses the inter-challenges of food security and accelerating climate change. My fellow colleague, climate-smart agriculture technology aims to simultaneously achieve three outcomes. One, increase productivity, enhance resilience, and reduce emissions. By increasing productivity, this means by producing more and better food to improve nutrition security and boost income, especially for 75% of the world poor who live in rural areas and may rely on agriculture for their livelihood. Enhance resilience, reduce the vulnerability to drought, pests, disease, and other climate-related risks and shocks, and improve the capacity to adapt and grow in the face of long-term stress like shortened season and erratic weather pattern. Reduce emission is to pursue lower emission for each calorie or kilo of food produced. Avoid deforestation from agriculture and identify ways to absorb carbon out of the atmosphere. While we build an existing knowledge, technology, and the principle of sustainable agriculture, climate-smart agriculture is distinct in several ways. One, it has an explicit focus on addressing climate change. Climate-smart agriculture technology systematically considers the synergy and trade-off that exists between productivity, adaptation, and mitigation. Climate-smart agriculture technology aims to capture new funding opportunity to close deficit in investment. My fellow colleague, the Agro-Investment Corporation, through the National Agro-Park Development Program, aims to increase the economic inclusion of youth and women in the agro-parks and production zone to practice climate-smart agriculture technology to maintain environmental sustainability of the agri-food value chain. The corporation objective is to strengthen climate resilience across all 4 dimensions of food security: availability, access, stability, and utilization. This is specifically, it will promote precision agriculture, improve extension service, and climate-smart agriculture practices. Success of climate-smart agriculture technology so far in the agro-park and through irrigated land that have led to increase in agriculture production. The main objective of irrigation technology program is to improve productivity of water use and the respective parks. There are testimonies to show that climate-smart agriculture technology through irrigated land had contributed to increased agricultural production, employment and income, higher living standard, and a positive environmental outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, as of 2021, high-efficiency irrigation systems have been installed covering over 1,700 acres of land in the agro-parks, with installation of a further 1,500 acres in progress for the 22-23 financial year. My fellow colleague, in concluding, the transition to climate-smart agriculture technology will require significant investment and policy changes across the food value chain. Farmers, retailers, investors, and consumers, each needing to act in order to further enhance agriculture production. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.